Broadcasting live from an Airstream somewhere in Tornado Alley, bringing you the people, places, and stories from the Panhandle to the Red River. This is your Only in Oklahoma show.
And welcome to the show. Today we're discussing Kringle's Christmas land in Jenks, Oklahoma, and later on in the show, you know what time of year it is when you hear...
At Oklahoma's oldest jeweler.
I'm Brett.
And I'm Harley.
And we're out of here.
Made my annual pilgrimage to Kansas City, Missouri.
That's wild. That's the Wild West.
Dude, I wasn't really paying... The weather's been, Oklahoma weather, so I wasn't really paying attention to the weather.
Mm-hmm.
And we got,
dumped on.
Yeah, a ton of snow. It took me 3 extra hours to drive back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because of the weather.
And seemed like the northwest here, a huge swath of northern Oklahoma got slammed with snow on Saturday.
Dude, it was weird. Coming back, it was almost the state line.
Yeah.
Where it was everything's snow, there's snow on the road.
And then,
and as soon as you cross into Oklahoma, it was
done.
Yeah.
Well, I was listening, not Oklahoma related, but they're predicting that New York could, 30 to 40 inches of snow in the next week.
Isn't that crazy?
But I feel like I'm having the Mandela effect. But every year we have an El Nino or an El Nino.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they didn't, whatever, I need to do my weather research. We do live in the weather capital of the world. I thought those only happened every other XYZ.
No, it's literally either an El Nino or an El Nino or a La Nina.
La Nina, sorry.
It's one or the other.
Apparently we're in a La Nina. Is that right?
No idea.
We're something. I just thought there was something that it rotated every 3 to 5 years, but it seems like every year we're...
No, I think it's one or the other, and then there are basically 3 levels of the El Nino.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's either really this or really that or in the middle.
Again, sorry you had to travel in it. I do wish we could have some snow here just to kind of give a little bit of a vibe that it's not still 60 degrees in December for a high temperature. I hate it. I need frigid cold.
It is cold.
No, it's not. This is Bush League. This is Bush League chilly weather. It's still almost too warm to eat chili. You know what I mean?
No.
You don't?
No.
Yeah. Are you cold nature?
Dude, highs in the low 60s.
That's still too hot. I was sweating in this hoodie. I just wear it because I wear things because it's seasonal. My robot is programmed to wear things that are seasonal, whether it's hot or not. And I was sweating in a hoodie today. A light hoodie. I don't like to sweat when it's supposed to be cold out. It just doesn't make sense. Just like Die Hard being a Christmas movie doesn't make sense. I don't know. But I like to do Christmas things. It is not that time of year. It is not that 'tis this season. Because we're not supposed to say either one of those things.
I agree that Christmas activities feel more like Christmas when there is snow.
And the hot cocoa warms your body. You know what I mean? You put a little peppermint schnapps in there. You ever done that? Put peppermint schnapps in hot cocoa? Not enough to get you blitzkrieg, but just enough to kind of give you a little bit of a little cozy. It's
I'm not a drinker.
No? It's like a Thin Mint. You don't have to be a drinker. It's not like, give me another one. You know what I mean? You're not going to be killing hot cocos and peppermint schnapps, but I'm saying it's pretty good. But it does. The weather lends itself to Christmas. If I couldn't live in California, if I had to buy snow. Although in the last few years, California's had snow.
California gets snow on a regular basis.
Yeah, but L.A. We're talking like L.A.
Yeah, I don't think L.A. got snow.
They have gotten snow in the last few years. They almost shut down.
Bought it from somebody.
No, they almost shut down the city. But yeah,
because a snowflake hit the highway.
You're like, oh my god! I was traveling on the 405 and then I saw it lying on my car and I freaking flipped it over, dude. But yes, if you're going to do Christmas activities like Kringle's Christmas Land in Jenks, I got to feel the nip in the air. I got to.
Well, I think, again, you're in the minority. I think people in Oklahoma like Christmas activities at Christmas time, and it doesn't actually have to be frozen for you to enjoy it.
But it has to be chilly.
I don't think that it does.
Oh my God. I feel like you're doing everything you can.
I live in the Festival of Lights capital of the universe. And I promise you, Friday and Saturday night between Thanksgiving and New Year's Day, there is a constant stream of people that are here to see the lights.
Right.
Whether it's 80 degrees or whether it's 8 degrees.
I know, but aren't you it's all about the vibe.
I'm again saying you are wrong. You keep putting yourself in these positions
to be wrong.
You have proven yourself to be wrong. At this point in time, we can't trust your judgment on anything.
Okay. It's not like I'm running the country.
Like if you say these people have a really good hamburger, now we can't trust you.
I'm not senile.
No, you just have really bad taste across the board. You don't know what a good Christmas movie is. You don't... Like, you have all of the wrong opinions.
Fine. Well, give me something to go on.
What you want to do is go to Jenks, Oklahoma. Christmas lights are a normal theme for us during the month of December. But in all honesty, Jenks has like their own Mr. Christmas.
Yeah.
Kringle's Christmas Land is a Christmas lights display from one person. Like one family. This is not a park. This isn't the town got together. This is one
family.
One family's house.
Jiminy.
And people come from all over the country to see this
chimney Christmas.
It started out as a pretty modest Christmas display a few years back with just a few decorations and a handful of lights. You know, Happy Christmas.
Yeah.
It is now so impressive that it has gained national notoriety. It's been featured on ABC's The Great Christmas Light Fight and a couple of other shows as well. Dude, it is amazing what they've done.
Yeah, I'm looking at some pictures from last year. This is insanity. Like, you either have to be the president of your HOA to get away with it or some really cool neighbors because, dude, this thing is lit.
Yeah, so the owner, Ben Sumner and his family, there's a long storied history with them, but their nativity scene is one of the most popular displays. They have a voice-narrated holiday show.
Really?
With elaborate special effects, realistic snow blowing. Like, they have a blizzard scene, and they have life-size, hand-painted animated displays from the 40s. Like as far back as the 40s.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Typically it runs through December only, so it'll start up December 1st and go through December 31st. But dude, one of the most festive spots that you could find in the country, and it's literally a house.
And it's free, but I bet they would be willing to take donations that you could pay directly to OEC or whoever their electric company is. I can't imagine, dude.
It's got to be insane. I don't understand. From my perspective, if I've got to plug in 3 or 4 things and one of the kids wants to plug in a damn hairdryer,
not happening.
Yeah, like I'm like, no, you wait until my popcorn's done popping. We're not running all that stuff.
I would have to think that they're probably running it on a generator.
I honestly don't know, but he said he was quoted as saying this is a big family tradition. His great-grandfather won first place in Sapulpa for having the largest display back in the 1950s. Just to kind of show you how far back this goes with the family. Oh, so, yeah, it's a legacy, a lighting legacy. He's the 4th generation in his family to do Christmas really big.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, dude, that's some tall cotton.
Dude, it's crazy. And the number of displays that he has, so he has a collection of vintage animated characters. He has a total of 500 of them, and they only pull 50 out of storage every year.
So I wonder if they probably rotate.
They rotate through them.
Yeah.
But dude, he's got 10 times as many as he shows.
That's so crazy, man. Like I said, looking at pictures from last year, I'm sure it's even bigger this year. It'd have to be.
I mean, it's crazy, but they've got life-size, all of the reindeer, including Rudolph. They've got tons of lights. They've lost count on how many lights they have. They have a 17-foot Christmas tree. Dude, it's bonkers that you have this at one house.
Can you imagine when Dad says, all right, kids, it's time to decorate? Oh, man.
You know it's good. They have to start Halloween?
Oh yeah,
Or earlier?
Just testing lights and making sure all the strands are good. We checked all the lights, didn't we, Russ? Yeah, Dad. Yeah, that's insane, man.
But we've talked about the lights display in Chickasha or the one in Yukon.
Yeah.
We've talked about a lot of big lights displays. This is one house.
Yeah, and a few years ago, one of the other homes that has been a part of the Great Christmas Light Fight, there was a house in Edmond. I don't know if they still do it. They probably do, but I remember going through there, and I mean, there was a line into the neighborhood, and they had blackout times where they had to, just because, I mean, it shuts down the neighborhood.
Yeah, you're shutting down the neighborhood.
And I'm certain the same thing happens here, but for an individual display, I want to know what the bulb count is.
Yeah, it's got to be crazy.
It's got to be a solid 6 figures.
But
Easy.
this is the address, and I hate doing this, but
you hate to do.
I hate dropping this information, but they literally put this on national TV, so I think it's okay.
Right.
12520 South Date Place in Jenks, Oklahoma. But I think you got to really be prepared to wait.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is a small neighborhood. This isn't.
Yeah, you're turning around.
There's no
in the
infrastructure. Yeah, there's no infrastructure for this. You're going into a small neighborhood to look at a house.
Yeah, but man, it looks like it's worth it.
I would say so. While we're on the topic of holidays, though,
sure,
we have done a lot of. I went back and looked. We've done a lot of Christmas shows.
We have.
We did the Post Christmas Canopy Tour,
yep.
Artesian Christmas Classic, North Pole Adventure, Festival of Lights in Chickasha, Kingfisher Winter Nights, Christmas at Muskogee Castle, Holiday Elephant Encounter. So if you are interested in the topic, we've covered this a bunch. Go look at the catalog. I'll include a link in the show notes for the past Christmas shows. But there's a ton to do in Oklahoma.
There's a ton to do, and there was a lot of things that we talked about that weren't ready to. That had been closed, so everything is back open. Go do Christmas, do the Sapulpa Christmas shoot next weekend, this weekend, whatever. Get out and go. I mean, there's so many things to do, and most of them, there's a lot of them that are free.
Absolutely. And as far as Kringle's Christmas Land and Jenks, I will put a link to their Facebook page in the show notes as well. If you're not going to go this year, at least flag it, tag it so that you see what they've got coming up for next year or whatever, so that you can put it into your rotation.
Right. Plug it into Waze and hit the road, Jack. Well, coming up after the break, jewelry is the gift to give.
I'm Raven Rollins, and this is my Southern True Crime podcast where I discuss cases from my former hometown. Ada, Oklahoma paints itself as an average community, but its history of murder and corruption runs deeper than any story has ever told. You'll hear plenty of special guests, including authors and experts in their fields, who visit with me on each episode, as well as other cases in the southern states. With notorious and unknown cases alike, every victim sees the light on my show. This is Sirens, a true crime podcast.
News story.
Yes.
From Z94 out of Lawton, Oklahoma.
Right.
It's not Christmas in Oklahoma till you've seen Oklahoma's most famous commercial.
Absolutely. It's the BC Clark anniversary sale theme. I don't know how many people have actually, I think there are probably more people that have sang the song than have actually bought it. I don't know anyone that's ever bought anything from BC Clark during the anniversary sale.
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever been into BC Clark's.
I've never been into BC Clark's.
I don't know. I mean, I'm old, but I've been to a lot of stores. I don't know if I've ever been to BC Clark's.
How many songs, holiday or otherwise, can you name on two hands that you can sing from front to back?
Yeah, I mean,
not very many.
No.
I can sing along with it, but this is a song that's it's ingrained in your. If you're an Oklahoman within a certain range of a radio station.
That's funny. In the news story from Z94, they talk about Lawton, not like people from Lawton not knowing about the song.
Yeah.
Because they don't get Oklahoma City television
stations.
I
think it's Wichita Falls, isn't it?
I think it is Wichita Falls. So they don't have Oklahoma TV. And so people in Lawton won't know it, but all the people from the surrounding towns do.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be weird.
Well, and furthermore, I started at one point to do a little bit of research, just randomly only when the season rolls around, because I really don't think about it until then. How many states in the United States have a jingle that's as recognizable? What's Texas's thing? And not necessarily even for Christmas, but are we the only state in the union that has a song that's as synonymous with a season, and B, as recognizable as the BC Clark thing? I don't know that there is.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they did a really good job. It is a real brain worm.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because as soon as you hear it, you start singing the whole thing.
It's a
your
Pavlovian effect every time.
Yeah. So apparently, though, the song is not unchanged since the 50s. There was a change that was made in the 70s when some marketing professional convinced BC Clark to swing and update the old entire jingle.
Yeah.
So they've got both versions of that on their website, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think if you have a hit like that, though, I don't think you change it.
It's a smash hit. I guarantee if you walk down the street and you didn't look like a creep, we'd be like, can you sing the BC Clark thing? I guarantee there'd be some that could do it front to back. There'd be quite a few that could stumble through it. There'd be maybe a select few that wouldn't even know what you're talking about.
I think the younger generation, I don't think
it's
very many
lost.
people.
It's
I don't
lost
think very
on
many people watch
they
TV
don't
anymore
or listen to the radio. I heard it today. They played it 2 times in a row on the radio today. Yeah, I think it's sadly, I think it's one of those, dare I say, one of the last bastions of
corporate America.
Corporate America / Oklahoma pop culture.
Yeah, I think you could probably find more people that identify the BC Clark song than they do the Oklahoma from the musical.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, I think you could play a couple of bars of each, and more people would recognize the BC Clark commercial.
Yeah, I mean, the only other one that's as recognizable is David Stanley Leads the Way.
Sponsor us.
Please, Dave. Rob.
I'll include a link to the story from Z94 in the show notes. Interesting story, though, and I like looking at the different versions of it, of the song throughout the years.
If I had a list of songs that I'd want to hear before I died, honest to goodness, BC Clark's anniversary sale commercial song would be it. Just a little quick add on to it. I just remember as a kid watching movies at night on Channel 25 or Channel 34, and they remember they would go to the mall and they would have each different customer singing different parts to it.
Yeah.
I remember BC Clark's Christmas song, and I always remember the Trust House Jewelers commercials with the older couple that had Trust House Jewelers theater or something. They'd always play movies and they come in between commercial breaks. You remember those? The older couple. I guarantee if you saw the picture, you'd know right away who they were.
Yeah, I remember the Trust House Jewelers, but I can't.
And the cowboy from the Credit Jewelers commercial.
I don't remember that.
Jewelry commercials were big in the 80s. Jewelry and, Bill Daniels, all the personal injury commercials. And, Lynn Hickey Dodge with Tom Park.
Yeah.
Blowing up the van and getting canceled.
I was a little disappointed the first time I traveled out of Oklahoma and saw
Tom Park somewhere
else.
I saw him at a dealership in Texas, like, you son of a bitch, Tom Park. You sold out, man.
No, I think that he infiltrated Oklahoma, whereas you thought he was an Oklahoma tradition.
I thought he was an Oklahoma tradition.
Yeah, no, like he covered the whole country or something like that. But we do have a little bit of feedback.
Sure.
It's time once again for listener feedback. Yeah.
Party time, excellent. Okay. Right, excellent. Woo!
In reference to our last show,
okay.
Surely You Can't Be Serious podcast said that 80s party with custom Pop-Tarts sounds rad.
And then I suggested we not watch Die Hard, probably. You're not allowed to watch Die Hard. Or the movie Rad. You can watch the movie Rad. Remember that movie?
Yes, I do.
It's a cool BMX movie. Or freestyle. Is it BMX
I think
or
it was
freestyle?
BMX.
Okay. Well, speaking of the Surely You Can't Be Serious podcast and Taste of Choctaw, we will be doing a little meet up I think we're finally going to grind This Die Hard is not a Christmas movie into the dust, December the 13th.
Yes, at Tinseltown in North Oklahoma City.
Northeast OKC.
We are all going to watch one of the best Christmas movies.
One of the best action movies of all time.
One of the best action Christmas movies of all time, Die Hard.
Yeah.
So if you're in the area, you want to come by and say hi.
Yeah.
Or hang out and watch a movie and watch Brett cry because everybody else agrees that it is actually a great
While everybody's
Christmas movie.
enjoying their Christmas movie, I'm not. I'll enjoy it. But anyway, we're going to be out there at 6:15. Come see us. Come have some fun. Eat some popcorn. Come say hi. Take a picture with Harley. He looks like Father Christmas.
He also looks like every emoji that Brett uses when he's giving some awkward opinion on the internet.
Well, he also looks like every villain in a Die Hard movie.
I don't think that I do, but I'll take
Passenger 57 or whatever terrorist organization is trying to kill the good guys. That's what Harley looks like. Well, what we look like is the OnlyinOKShow with new episodes every week without fail, rain, sleet, or Die Hard.
This has been the OnlyinOKShow. I'm Harley.
And I'm Brett.
And we're out of here.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother. And I'm Brett.
And I'm Harley.
What we jump? We just jump right in.
And I am Harley. Better?
Try it again.
I am Harley.
And I'm Harley.
And I'm Harley.
Harley, you can't be serious. I am Harley, and don't call me Harley. Don't call me. I just thought of a good idea for a gopher removal company. Gopher launch. Or go for lunch in T-minus 10 seconds.
Or
go for
lunch.
Ooh. What do you specialize? What's your specialty, though?
Gopher.
Well, yeah. It's go for lunch. Ah. A faux restaurant that sells gopher. Go fuck yourself. I need your top. Listen to me.
I'm listening.
2 weeks in a row. We first of all, we need to address the progress that we made last week. You did
it's
your first
not
top
progress,
5. No,
because literally, if we redid the list tonight, it would be different than it was last week.
Well, that's what I said. For a week, you have to keep it a certain way. But you're going to give me your top 5 Christmas movies. Movies? And no. I already know what you're thinking. You can't put. I'm not going there yet. I don't know that it's safe to go there yet.
One thing we love most about the festivities surrounding Christmas season is seeing all the Christmas lights. Ain't that right, boys?
That's right, Santa.
I can't wait to stuff Harley's stocking full of goodies, full of keto-centric treats, like pork rinds.
Accusations
Before
being made.
we get started, can I say that I do not like the fact that you get to represent me on the internet.
in heated situations, I do sign off.
Let me see. Let's see. OnlyinOKShow on Facebook.
Okay. I think they know by now who it is.
No, I don't think they do.
They do because they come back and go, well, Harley this. They know it's me.
Okay, I don't care about that. If I agree that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, you have to agree Pineapple Goes on Pizza. Does it say
It says
Brett?
posted by Brett at the top.
No, it shows you that. Only people who are affiliated with the page see the published by.
You can tell that's me. I'm the little Mimi guy.
You mean because it has a beard?
Yeah.
Really? Still not a Christmas movie. Doesn't say it was by Brett.
Fine. I can go in and edit all of it.
Only movies about Christmas are Christmas movies. Change my mind.
That's an us thing.
No.
You don't agree?
No.
Okay.
Let's talk Christmas movies.
Well, hang on. Let's go.
Okay, what are we doing?
So
Hurry up.
I Google what defines a Christmas movie. Typically, some familiar tropes or recurring themes in a Christmas films include a love story, redemption or transformation of a Scrooge-like character, a family coming together for the holidays, and the importance of tradition. Now, if we're going to
Okay.
No, wait.
Hold on. Every single item on that list
Oh, please.
is addressed by the movie Die Hard.
Hans Gruber died. There was no redemption for a Scrooge-like character. How did he redeem himself? He fell off of Nakatomi Tower.
He didn't. John McClane redeemed himself.
But wouldn't the Scrooge-like character be Hans Gruber?
No, he's just the bad guy. And it's not required to make it a Christmas movie. Rudolph the Reindeer doesn't have any love scenes in it.
Well, okay. So, premiumbeat.com.
Which, yeah, that's where I go for all of my definitive information on any opinions.
What if Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie? Die Hard is a great film that brought as much to the table. It launched Bruce Willis's career. We all know that. I mean, he's done a ton of movies, but 1980
Moonlighting launched his career.
Well, it did, but
that's a bullshit statement right off the bat.
But in terms of greatest hits, Die Hard's up there. Hudson Hawk, forgettable.
So you started by saying it wasn't released in December. It wasn't a Christmas release.
It was in blockbuster season.
But that's not a
prerequisite.
That's not a prerequisite. The movie, what's the name? It's Bing Crosby and
White Christmas.
No, Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn. Okay.
Which is a Christmas movie.
Okay.
Was released in August. The beginning of August.
Define Christmas movie. By your definition, what is a Christmas movie?
A Christmas movie has to take place during the Christmas holiday.
Oh my God, no!
Yes. That's not the only...
What?
It has to take place.
Okay.
I would say there has to be some sort of Christmas... There has
Christmas
to be Christmas
tree in the background.
There has to be Christmas theme, Christmas music. Like, all of that stuff is required.
It doesn't... so you're saying that being a Christmas movie has nothing... little or nothing to do with, or not saying little or nothing, because I think you agree A White Christmas is a Christmas movie. They could have called it A Snowy December Day. It's still technically a freaking Christmas movie, right? Just based on the backdrop. I just don't see where, I think we're trying to grade on a curve.
No, I think
it's about nuance.
You just don't like it. And so you're trying to come up with any argument that you can against it. But I will give you some arguments for it.
Give me some arguments for it. See if you can change my mind.
The basic narrative of the story is a man returning home to his family on Christmas.
Okay.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I know, but I feel like you're
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong, but I feel like you're grasping at straws in closing arguments here.
There is Christmas music throughout the movie.
Okay.
Santa Claus makes an appearance in the movie. It starts off with a Christmas song.
Okay, I'm listening.
John McClane's wife is named Holly.
Okay, I'm listening.
Hell, even Gruber said, what did he say? He said to
Look it up.
The black nerdy guy, Theo. He said to Theo, "It's Christmas, Theo. It's a time for miracles." Come on.
Okay.
What else?
Okay, so if I agree that Die Hard is, God, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a Christmas movie by proxy, dude. I don't consider it, when I put it in a list of classics, I think when people put Die Hard in their top 10 Christmas movies, they're only doing it it's the MAGA hat of Christmas movies. They put it in there to stir the pot. I don't look at it as a traditional Christmas movie.
I watch it every year.
You do?
At Christmas.
Huh. I never have.
Here you go. Top 5 Christmas movies.
You're just going to do it to piss me off.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
My top 5 favorite Christmas movies. The Grinch.
Which
Jim
one?
Carrey's.
Okay. I'm with you.
Die Hard.
Okay.
Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
Scrooged.
You're going to leave off. I can already feel you're leaving.
What?
No. Because if I mention it, you go, oh, damn.
Nope. Last one. Trading Places. Eddie Murphy.
Really?
Yep. Done. That's my top 5 Christmas movies.
Lampoon didn't even... Is it not even...
They make it in the top 10? Nope.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. You came up with... You brought off a top 5 freaking Christmas movies quicker than I've ever seen you do anything. It's like you've been waiting this entire time to lay it on me.
Tell me where I'm wrong.
But I guess I'm just old-fashioned. Maybe that's what it is. I'm just old-fashioned. I
think if you're just going outside of because I'll watch 50 Christmas movies between Thanksgiving and Christmas Day.
See, I've got 3.
A Christmas Carol?
Well, I got 3 I can't miss. Vacation, A Christmas Story, and The Grinch. If I miss those 3, I'm done. I'm dead, I'm in bed, I'm something.
I can do those 3. Those can be on my list.
A Christmas Carol, though. So, if we're going to say Die Hard's a Christmas movie, A Christmas Carol is a horror. It's a horror movie.
And if you want to be 100% honest, it doesn't meet a lot of the criteria that you try to put in place for Die Hard to be a Christmas movie.
What?
It's not really about Christmas.
No, it's not.
It's a horror movie.
It is a horror movie, but about
around
redemption.
Christmas.
I mean, to be fair, Scrooged is an even bigger horror movie when he shows up in the boss and the freaking golf ball with the mouse comes out of his eyeball socket.
I agree. But I'm just saying, hell, I put Love Actually on the list somewhere.
I hate that movie. I don't know why I hate it so much. I don't know. That's
because you're a horrible person.
I promise you, there's plenty of people out there that don't like Love Actually. It's just not on my. It's not ever on my radar. I watched it one time, so I can see you've got some compelling arguments for Die Hard. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't for me. It doesn't. It's not in my because I can't wrap my head around it because it's not a feel good. I like the feel good movie. I don't want my action.
I don't think that was on the list of your requirements at all. And how is it not a feel good movie?
It's an actioner to me. It just doesn't. The minute somebody said it's a Christmas movie, I'm like, I'm traditional when it comes to stuff like that. Like I could give you my top 10 Christmas songs, but they're 2 distinctly different categories. Are we going on Oh Holy Night versus Trans-Siberian Orchestra Christmas Eve over Sarajevo? Those are on 2 different lists. Even Bruce Willis came out and said some years ago that it's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah, but the guy who wrote the movie did. Bruce Willis lost his mind.
Easy. It's too soon.
No, it's not. Christmas in Hollis.
That's a good one.
It started with that.
What?
The movie started with
okay.
that song.
Okay.
And for that matter, Lethal Weapon starts with, it's not Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, is it? Jingle Bell Rock.
Yeah.
And then I'll Be Home for Christmas, Silent Night, The First Noel, Double Deck the Hall, Deck the Halls, Jingle Bells. Yeah. Sorry, it's a Christmas movie.
So you'll lump in your action movie Christmas movies with Bing Crosby.
Yes.
I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I'm not saying that those aren't great movies. They're in their own right. That they just don't deserve to be in the Hall of Wonders. I'm sorry.
You can be wrong. It's fine.
You can be wrong. In fact, you are, and that's okay. That's
again.
What?
Opinions are like assholes, and you are one.
You got a poopy.
Are you having a stroke?
You're having a poopy and opinion problem right now.
Uh-huh.
Or we'll settle it. It'll be settled December the 13th.
I'm sorry. Hold on. On December 13th, what happens?
It'll be, are you going to be, I'm afraid to show up because I'm in fear for my life.
What happens on December 13th?
We will all agree that it's not.
No, what happens on December 13th? What are we doing during the month of December?
Yeah. Going to see Die Hard.
We're going to see Die Hard. The special release of Die Hard in the city for Christmas.
Right, but hang on. I guarantee the only reason why they're doing that is because of the great debate, not because it deserves it. Look it up. I challenge you to look up top 20 Christmas movies.
Okay.
Hell, top 50.
Okay. Top 50 Christmas movies.
I don't think there's 50. I don't think there's 50.
Okay, then I'll do 25.
Do
top
25.
25 Christmas movies.
No bullshit.
I'm going to the very first site that pulls up, and if Die Hard is on, it doesn't matter what it is. If Die Hard's on the list.
What if it's the Daily UK?
Top 100 best Christmas movies according to Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
If they are not in the top 20, if it's not in the top 25.
Then what?
Then I will say that it's not one of the best Christmas movies.
You're a son of a bitch. Give it to me.
Meet Me in St. Louis, The Shop Around the Corner,
Are you going
The
in order?
Holdovers. I'm at the top. 1,
wow,
2, 3,
the
4.
holdovers. That's new.
Tangerine, Miracle on 34th, Nightmare Before Christmas, Little Women, Claus, Carol, It's a Wonderful Life, Die Hard.
What
number 11?
Are you kidding me right now?
The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, number 12. The Apartment, number 13. Little Women, number 14. Arthur Christmas, number 15. Tokyo Godfathers.
This is...
You said...
No, not
you
right.
agreed.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't agree with any of this garbage, but you said if it's on the list, it is.
Fine.
And it is.
Fine. Tell me where Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is on this list.
Control F. Vacation. Number 75.
That's dumb. This is the dumbest list
I didn't make the
on
list.
the planet. Are you... Will you beep some stuff out?
No. Scrooge is number 77. Christmas Chronicles is number 78.
Where's The Christmas Story? One of the most heralded Christmas movies of all time.
I said first website. That was the
Rotten
first
Tomatoes
website.
is the worst.
Next.
They're the
Next.
absolute
Next.
worst.
A Christmas Story, number 19. Okay, you want to go to another one? We'll pick the next one in the list.
Okay.
USA Today.
Okay.
You're not going to like it.
What?
The picture that they have is from Love Actually.
Jesus Christ.
Number 1, It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
Blah, blah,
I'm not going to
blah,
argue with number
blah,
1.
Blah blah. All of the first 10 or 7 are animated. A Christmas Story is number 8.
Okay.
Elf.
God, I hate that movie. That movie's so terrible. I hate
Bad Santa is number 11.
it. Okay.
The Muppet Christmas Carol. The Santa Claus. Scrooged. Home Alone. Home Alone 2.
Which I know people that think Home Alone 2 is better than the first one.
Frosty the Snowman comes in before or after Home Alone. Love Actually is number 18. Christmas Chronicles, Christmas Chronicle 2, Fred Claus, Jingle All the Way. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Where's it clocking
barely made the list. 23.
Are you kidding me right now?
And number 25 on the list,
Come
Die Hard.
on. Where was A Christmas Story?
It was in there, number 7 or 8 or 9.
God, man, I don't get it. I don't know where they come up with these. They do the random generator. That's the only way they can explain it.
Who do you trust? Tell me who
right
you
now,
trust.
I don't trust anyone.
Tell me a news organization.
Breitbart. The Young Turks. I don't trust anyone.
I got
Daily Mail.
Variety.com. I've got Decider.com, Timeout.com, Insider.com. Who can I use?
They ranked Frosty below Home Alone. Come on.
I don't disagree that they're wrong with their rankings, but Die Hard is on the list every time.
Are you content with it being at 25? I mean, as a Die Hard as a Christmas movie proponent?
I think it's one of everybody has a different opinion on it.
But do you think that has to do with it kind of hovering in the middle somewhere on the top 100 or whatever, because there's kind of an asterisk next to it, because it's still, we're not sure. I don't know that there's a more divided or more divisive subject than is Die Hard, a Christmas movie.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think literally Die Hard fanatics like you don't want it on the list, so you're super loud and squeaky.
Well, I mean,
what difference does it make what movies I watch between Thanksgiving and Christmas Day?
Calling Die Hard a traditional Christmas movie doesn't. I love Lethal Weapon. I love all of them, even 4. But I can't wrap my head around the first one being a Christmas movie. I can't. I get it. I hear the arguments for. I don't have any compelling arguments against, other than it just doesn't fit in my Yuletide wet.
The only issue that I have with Die Hard, I have one issue with Die Hard.
This is going to be either a thing, or you're going to be a smarty pants about it.
No, I have one issue with the movie Die Hard. They killed Alan Rickman. That's my only issue with the entire movie.
But he went on to, protect
it doesn't matter.
Harry Potter.
I did see a meme where somebody said something along the lines of somebody running through hidden passages, running away from Alan Rickman. That Die Hard is a Harry Potter movie, which I think is funny.
Well, my favorite movie with Alan Rickman is Galaxy Quest all day long.
That's a good one.
As Cyril Alexander, dude, that movie is fantastic. Not a Christmas movie. It's not.
I feel like I could probably twist it into a Christmas just to piss you off. Best Alan Rickman performance.
Snake?
Quigley Down Under.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or the Sheriff of Nottingham in the stupid Kevin Costner Robin Hood movie.
You didn't like it?
I liked it. I liked Alan Rickman in that movie.
Okay, hang on. We've actually had some actual poll done on Statista. 56% of people say that it's not a Christmas movie.
I'm sorry,
19% said they did, and 11% were indifferent, and then there's another...
You found a poll on what?
Statista.
Yeah, that sounds like some made-up bullshit. Statista. Polls? Yeah, I'm calling bullshit.
So it's
I found a communist website that agrees with me, therefore...
It's called RussianChristmasCarol.com. Okay, IGN, back in December of 2021, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? This is a big thing, by the way. This is a big deal. Now I can't get it to pull up.
Newsweek.
Because they pulled it down. Wow, okay, never mind. I'm not reading that.
57% of men say that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Men.
And
I'm a man, and I'm not a part of that 57%. I'll tell you that right now.
Then you're not a real man.
I'll tell you right now, God dang it. I'll tell you. How big a boy are you? I'll come right down there and tell you right now.
That's on Newsweek. Let's see. MSN.com. Why are we arguing about this?
Because you want to be right.
No, you are the one who's pushing this. You're the anti-Christmas agenda guy.
I'm not. I love Christmas. I don't love the idea of Die Hard being a Christmas movie.
Whatever. You're just like, I'm just going to watch the Santa Claus on repeat.
I mean, the first one's pretty good. I'll be the first to tell you. You're just hell-bent on proving me wrong.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother
bleeper.
In 2021, 2.4 million people watched Die Hard during Christmas.
That's quite a few. They could have watched, Danny Kaye and Bing Crosby, but they didn't. They could have watched a traditional Christmas
77.9% of people on the IGN website said that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Okay. Well, I'm going to disagree that it is.
You're basically disagreeing with everyone.
I disagree with everyone.
Yes.
Well,
proven.
Well, December the 13th.
We're going to see Die Hard.
Yes, with the Are You Sure...
Are you what?
The Are You Sure You're Not Serious guys, with the Surely You Can't Be Serious guys, and the Taste of Choctaw. Okay, and we've invited some more people to come. We'll see if anybody else shows up. We'll have to hold up signs that say Nakatomi Christmas Party this way. It is what it is, man.
I'm adding that to the list.
What? It is what it is?
It is what it is.
Dude, I never hardly say it.
You say it all the time.
When I'm talking disparagingly about what's going on in my life. Well, it was what it was until it no longer is. You ready to go?
I've been ready to go for an hour and 19 minutes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. And welcome to the show. Today we're discussing Kringle's Christmas Land in Jenks. That's a lot. That's a mouthful.
Today we're discussing
Kringle's
Christmas.
Once you pop,
it's a great Christmas.
And once you pop, you can't stop. Pringle's Christmas. 3, 2, 1. And welcome to the show. Like I went into slow-mo. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
And welcome to the show. Today we're discussing Kringle's Christmas Land in Jenks, Oklahoma. And later on in the show, you know what time it is? It's when you hear the you know what time it is when you hear this commercial. Are you going to play some of the commercial?
No.
Why? It adds a little joy.
Then just say when you hear this, and I'll play a couple.
When
of
you
bars.
hear, all right, 3, 2, 1.